is going on, everybody? Welcome to the live event. As the title suggests, I'm giving away a small knife collection tonight. Knives on the table are not part of the collection. The collection is off camera to the, well, my tape's on camera. My packing tape. Just slightly off camera. We'll reveal them later. But yeah, somebody tonight's going to go home with about 9 pocket knives and one extra thing. But we'll reveal all those later. What do I need to put out here to fill this screen out? How about something here? How about something here? Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. How's everybody doing? So we missed last week, and I explained this to my patrons. It was the kids' last weekend of summer. I was like, I don't want to take any extra time out of their weekend, so we'll just do it next weekend. So we're back. All right. I heard somebody say they couldn't find the link. The link's definitely there. I just reloaded. So if you don't see the link, just reload. How is everybody doing? Don't forget to like the video. Yes, don't forget to like the video. Oh my gosh, so much. Man, so many crazy things came in all at once. I bought 2 knives. One I was expecting to buy, and one I was not expecting to buy. You'll get details on that tomorrow because I bought it immediately after filming a Blade HQ walkthrough. I found it on Blade HQ, didn't know that it was available, and I was like, no, I'm buying this right now. I have to. I gotta have it. Still waiting on my 2 customs. What's between the Hinder and the Goat? The Vanguard Atomic. Wait, hold on. No, that's wrong. Well, here's the Hinder. This is the only Hinder. The Goat's over here. Oh, you mean these 2? We'll get to them here in a second. We'll get to them. Thanks for the memberships. I appreciate that. List them all. I will. I'm trying to hold it together right now. I'm in the middle of so my wife decided to do like a cut, like a dietary cut, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna, like, I've been semi-serious with my diet and workout routine for a while. I was like, no, I'm gonna, it's time to hammer down, okay? I'm doing this. So I'm literally having an energy drink tonight. Meat, vegetables, fiber-enriched carbs, nothing, absolutely nothing. Not having any cheat meals, nothing. I'm going a whole month. So far, just 2 weeks into it. I'm 2 weeks. I've lost a ridiculous amount of weight. I had no idea how much I was cheating. Oh my gosh. So I'm trying to hold it together right now because I am so hungry. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get by on this sugar-free Monster Energy drink. People are going to say, that a Monster Energy drink is cheating. There's no sugar in it. It's just caffeine. The first week was that was a lot harder. Second week, I'm doing pretty good. But I'm very hungry. Top left above the arch nemesis. This thing is awesome. Now, this prototype's in M390, but they're going to be in Magna Cut. This is the manganese. Hold on. Somebody might actually know. Hold on. I shouldn't put it right there. That knife is extremely cool, though. Hold on. Somebody help! I can't remember the freaking name of it. Somebody's got to know. Manganese. I'm sorry, not manganese. Manganese. What is the name of this? Aurora? Is it the Aurora? This thing is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'm so pumped for this. But he's going to have I think the final, look at the stonewash on that. It's absolutely beautiful. He's going to have the final variants in 63 Magna Cut. Oh my gosh. Super cool. Yeah, you can absolutely still enter. You got plenty of time. Looks like the skiff is gone. The skiff is not, well, there's one of my skiffs is out here tonight. The other skiff is just in the, it's just in the case. This is my plane skiff. Lorna Ray, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. We're going back to regular live streams. I'm just going to let you guys know they're going to be kind of all over the place. Like tonight, we're half an hour late. My live streams for the next month. So the next 4 live streams could be anywhere from Friday to Sunday, as early as 4 o'clock in the afternoon or as late as, 9 or even 10 p.m. on a Sunday. But I'm going to do my best to keep them on Friday. I'm just saying there's a chance that they'll be all over the place. So, Bradford Mitchell, thanks for the memberships there. Appreciate that. I'm going to try to make it work. The kids' schedules are crazy, but I'm still making all this YouTube stuff work. You bought this stupid Civivi because I wouldn't shut up about it, and it's a really great knife. I know. I'm glad you did. This is the one I've been carrying. This has actually seen some use just a little bit ago, but the polycarbonate version of the Vision FG, which I enjoy a lot more than the yellow one. I think this looks a lot better. I can't wait until Civivi figures out they can dye this stuff and make it any color they want. That'll be cool. Ariella, thank you. The Mangana Steel Ariella, thank you. The pouch didn't have the name of it, and I can't access my DMs at the moment. That's what you're looking at here. Really, really nice knife. Very, very well designed. Large boy, too. Not small. Thanks for your very sound... What did that say? Yes, thanks for your very sound advice, MC Win. Well, you're welcome. Shay, thanks for the memberships. Appreciate that. Derek, thank you very much. Ariella, not Aurora. Manganas, Ariella. Aurelia. I'm still saying it wrong. Aurelia. Thank goodness for you guys. I can't keep track of all this. That is a Bodacious, which has actually been a great user. I've been carrying and using this thing. It's got lock stick. A little bit. That time it didn't. That time it didn't either. That time it did. Great knife, though. Just horrifically overpriced. I mean, I bought it. I paid for it. I might as well use it. I hit over 100,000 followers on TikTok. Yay! Also with the help of one viral video there that got 10 million views. But actually, TikTok's been pretty great. I didn't know you could make money there. I didn't even realize I was making money. And TikTok was like, it was like $500 to send to me for videos over the last month or something. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. But I had another video go semi-viral there and get 500,000 views. It was about expensive knives. Boy, that lit TikTok up. I thought TikTok, the people on TikTok are way too chill. There's no way that this is accurate. And I found their button. It's the same as a lot of people's button. I showed expensive knives. Boy, did that piss people off. They did not like finding out. I can tell that the knife world is not present on TikTok. What's present on TikTok is legitimate trash knives. There are a bunch of companies that have taken advantage of that open, unassuming market and just started posting trash there. And so many people are used to seeing that junk that they think everything is junk. So when I posted a video about expensive knives, oh my goodness. They're like, there are a bunch of people who don't know. And they're like, this is just garbage. He's trying to sell it to you. Like, I don't sell anything. It's been an interesting week because that video got so many views. I've had a lot of fun arguing and dunking on people on TikTok. You guys know I like to argue with people in the comments, so that's been a real joy, a real blessing for me. Another Knife Guy episode. Yeah, like people make fun of me like TikTok. Look, if it gets banned in a year, whatever. Might as well make money off of it and grab as many people from that population as I can and get them over to my YouTube channel. Another Knife Guy episode this weekend. I've really enjoyed bringing Knife Guy back. So those of you who have enjoyed the Knife Guy rambles, I'm pretty much probably going to continue to do that once every other week or once every 3 weeks at least. Yeah, exactly. That's why people were so ready. Like they were like, the average commenter was like, another retailer trying to pass off junk as the real thing. Well, I've got something to say to this metal complex guy. Little does he know, I'm a seasoned veteran when it comes to identifying quality pocket knives. I'll give him a piece of my mind. I argued with hundreds of people. Shut him down. Haymaker, left hook, haymaker. Fought them all. I fought them all at the same time and won. But I kept saying that the whole time, like I was joking around and kind of making fun of people. I was like, hey, listen, you guys are used to seeing trash. That's what you're used to seeing. TikTok is mostly trash knives. There's some good content creators there, but there's not a lot. It's not like YouTube. My TikTok lost it that a Chavez was over 300. Exactly. If you show a knife that's not a case knife or a buck knife, the number of DMs I got, like there's this one guy, he was so upset and he was like, I challenge you. Video challenge. My buck 110 versus any knife you have. And I was like, whoa. This is a real cartoon character. This guy was 100. He was like ready to not like fight me, but like choose his buck 110 as a Pokemon. And he wanted to like do like a Pokemon turn-based knife battle where he like does whatever hillbilly nonsense he was going to do with it. And he was going to show me. He was going to teach me a thing or two about pocket knives. Who knows what he would have done with it. And I told him, I was like, dude, the buck 110 has been tested and like showcased on YouTube roughly 10,000 times. Like there's nothing you're going to show me. The buck 110 is not a sword to die on. I agree. Like if you're going to die on a sword, like, god dang. Dude drew the line at the buck 110. Like people think that that's like a joke, but people are dead serious. If you dare suggest that certain knives are better than like whatever they think is the best or whatever they're aware of, they will go to war with you. I was happy to break into that part of TikTok. I was happy to finally irritate TikTok. Lucifer, the knife degenerate. Thanks for your. I couldn't read the rest of that. I'm assuming that's what it says. Thanks for your donation. Hey now, and a baba booey to you all. I scored another Battlefield pickup this time direct from RHK. Clips Harpoon Spanso. That's awesome. 0 to 3 Battlefield pickups this year. Excuse me. I just realized there's literally no difference between me drinking an energy drink and me having 3 beers on a live stream. Like it's the same. I was like, man, like if I don't have a beer, I wonder if am I like not going to be as fun? It turns out I just need some caffeine. Carbonated, anything carbonated, really. Magna Cup Buck 110. That's what I tell him. I was like, dude, you have to understand, like, the Buck 110, the classic Buck 110 is just like the simplest. It's like the tutorial pocket knife, right? It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But I was like, Buck in that category has essentially been playing catch up with the rest of the industry. And he did not like to hear. I was giving him too many facts, and I guarantee he was going and Googling everything I said. And I can imagine him like sweating and like seething and like a bunch of spit bubbles coming out of his teeth as like he learned so much new information all at once. And at the same time, he was trying to type and he was like missing keys. So his sentences were all over the place. It's so childish, but I was just like, dude, like chill. It was a ferocious DM battle. Like, it's fine. I kept telling him, I was like, dude, it's fine. Like, you can like that. But I'm just saying, like, you're like, this thing is Ultra Instinct to you, and it's barely Kaioken, you know? Like, that's basically where it's at. You just need to understand, like, if it's working for you, that's fine. But, like, let's not go crazy with the claims here. I got the Migron Carix, bit the bullet, and got my one and done budget knife. Nice, yeah, it's a great knife, for sure. Any knife can be, listen, like, if you have a knife that's great, just because somebody else, that's the thing that some people just cannot deal with, is if a knife is showcased and there's a suggestion, not even a direct statement, if what they get from the post is that the person is saying, this knife is better than yours, they freak out. And so I keep trying to tell people, like, this knife exists and it's more expensive, and there are elements about it that may or may not outperform the knife that you have in specific, settings or circumstances. But a lot of what I'm showcasing here is intentionally over-embellished for the enthusiast community. And they're like, no, I reject that. You're directly saying that your knife is better than mine, and I challenge you. And I'm like, no, I'm not saying that. It's like the Wild West over there. It's just crazy. But my policy is the same as Ronnie Radke's. A lot of people say that you should ignore the haters and the trolls and the people that are... I disagree. I think you should fight everybody and call everybody out on everything. Because people have become way too... they feel way too safe with their unresearched... like their opinions that are based on no research. I disagree. I think you should absolutely call people out when they make a statement that's not accurate or not entirely accurate, with the intention of giving them the right information. And if they get a little sassy, you slap them around a little. If they throw a rock, you throw it back. People are always like, don't engage with people in comments, and I'm like, just let them run rampant. No, absolutely not. I will not let them run rampant. See your Excalibur being reviewed on another channel, and it's looking really good. He had lots of good words. Yeah, I love that Cole took a look at that. Did you guys watch his video? I thought that was great. I did note a couple of things to Cole. And there were a lot of people who weren't aware, so I was in the comments trying to explain, like, yeah, we're going to do lefty stuff. On that version, I messaged him and I said, hey, those thumb studs on that one, they come unscrewed, but that's not going to be the case on the final version. And he said, yeah, that actually happened during a live stream. So I want to make sure, I told him to Loctite it before he sent it on, but I want people to know, like, they have to stay screwed in. People are going to ask, like, can we put custom studs in? They're the stops. So that exact size of pin has to, or that exact size of stop has to be there permanently, or it doesn't lock up correctly. So those are just like that. He did note that sometimes during his reverse flick, it was catching his index finger. I also noticed that too. It's because of how wide and long those barrel spacers are. So when you pick this knife up, the key to getting around that is when you reverse flick it, get down to the base of that oval. The southern end of the oval should clear your index finger, depending on your hand size. But that might be something that we alter in the future. Perhaps we change the studs. There's a very, very bright future for the Excalibur as far as variations and evolution. So this is just version 1. Pick me, I need to win a knife tonight. You don't want to add to the collection. Maybe. I thought that was I picked at a callus, and it was not a good one. Sorry. I'm dying off camera here, excuse me. I thought I'll be able to pay attention to chat a little better tonight. Without any beer, and it turns out, no, that's not the case. Is that a dyed blue Ultim on the right? No. This, I'm actually not sure if I'm supposed to show this yet, but I'm going to show it anyway. They didn't say I couldn't. This is a Kaiser drop bear with purple polycarbonate scales. It's going to look more blue or indigo. Look at this. How cool. Also, the implication there is that they're going to start playing around with colored polycarbonate. It's super light, too. Excalibur launch date, very soon. Oh, it's so soon, guys. You're going to be real happy. Very soon. I promise you, everybody will know all at once. I will make posts on my community tab. I'll make a post on TikTok. I'll make a post on my Instagram story, my regular Instagram, you know, just like a regular post. I'll put it in my Discord. I will let other content creators know. I will make sure that everybody knows. And at the same time, other content creators are going to be seeing my knife. So there's, I mean, you'll have more than one means of finding out that the pre-order's open. So. Game Boy Color knife? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Rob, welcome back to the Knights of the Round. Michael and SC, South Carolina, I'm assuming. Thanks for your donation. MC Practical 3DP Etsy does Vision FG custom scales in a variety of styles and finishes. That's really cool. I should check that out. Oh my gosh. You know, I took 1 week off. Sorry. I'm trying to throw trash away. I took 1 week off, and I forgot to add my stupid Patreon to the chat. Hold on. Where is it? Gosh, amateur hour over here. If you want to join my Patreon, there it is at the top. There's a enormous, I keep saying it, my patrons are getting mad at me. An enormous knife sale is coming up. Like for weeks at a time. I have over 40 knives that I'll be selling, knives that have come in for review. These are all premium knives. So premium materials, premium blade steel, and they will all be dramatically reduced in price. Dramatically. Most of the time, half off. So if you want to get in on that, there's a tier on my Patreon for $1 a month. If not, no worries. Tonight's giveaway is free. But people always ask me about knife sales. Knife sales are exclusive to Patreon. I don't do them anywhere else, and I always discount them. That's where a lot of the budget comes from for the channel. Is through Patreon. Thank you very much to Patreon supporters. And through my knife sales. Do I have any of the blue kingfisher? No, I'm not sure what that is. Shut up, Apple Jacks. Who is Apple Jacks? Oh yeah, don't do that in here. Just go. You know, take that to Facebook. People love to argue about that on Facebook. Just take it somewhere else. Don't do that here. We're talking about knives. Can you open the tan one on the lower left corner of the link? Oh yeah, this one? This is cool. This is the Off-Grid Mamba V3. It's like a silver tan with a gray PVD in Magna Cut. Sick. I love off-grid knives, man. I don't know what it is about their look. They're just cool. This thing's huge, too. It's like 9 1/4. Best deck OEM. Wonderful flipping action. It's just a bit, it's almost like an XM24 alternative. Awesome texturing. Is the stitch worth it? Well, the heat treat's not very good. But you know what? I gotta be honest. Like, I mean, here, I always have to prove it. Like, this knife gets carried and used periodically. Probably not enough to really know. I can't say the edge has been terrible, but maybe best case scenario, that thing's 59 rock ball. I just really like the knife, right? If you are a stickler for heat, let me make this statement. Microtech 100% needs to improve the heat treatment, right? People like me who don't use their knives extremely hard and wear down the edges, we're not going to notice as much, but there are definitely people out there who will, right? So yeah, you should definitely increase the hardness on that. So, but if you're not a stickler for that and you just like the design, yeah, the knife is great. A lot of people say the initial runs of the Ramlock were disengaging. None of my Ramlocks have disengaged. I have shown all of them light spine taps on camera. They've all been fine. B says hi. Tell Bees that I said hi. How many people do we have in here? 850 people. Okay. Tell Bees I said hi. And you guys go hang out with Bees after I'm done. Please don't repeat that joke again. I don't know what joke. Sorry. I mean, everything that I say, like half of what I say is a joke. I can't go to the Maker Syndicate. I can't go on any knife shows for a while because I have a 3-month-old. So, your transparent knife's Mad Cat 64.7. That doesn't surprise me. This is a Thor 7. A Reich Thor 7. It's actually substantially less expensive than you would think. These are 154 cm. Yeah. Really cool. God, that thing, my finger will not stop bleeding. These blades is who they're referring to. Looks fragile. It's not. Define fragile. Define it. Do you mean fragile like you can't, like, go to a brick street and pry a brick out of the street with your pocket knife? Because we got to open up a whole different can of worms there. That's just the wrong way to use your knife. What do you mean fragile? Drop it while using it fragile. Well, that's not what fragile means. That would have more to do with, like, your hands being like, whoa. You know, if you, like, let's say you handle a bunch of buttered spaghetti with your bare hands first, and then you pick this knife up and you drop it. Well, the knife's not fragile. You just touched buttered spaghetti. Or let's say your hands were dry and you drop it. You just weren't hanging on to it. Fragile would be like you pick it up and it shatters. Fragile must be Italian. Oh, I don't know why that made me smile. When am I going to design a gas station knife? That is a realistic thing. I legitimately want to design, like, intentionally a knife that's called the gas station, and then as an inside joke, I want to have, you know, what do they call that when you, like, use letters that represent words? I want to call it something, but, like, it's got, like, letters with periods, and, like, it's an inside joke. So that when people say that looks like a gas station knife, that's what it should be called. TLLAGSK. That's what I would call it. Acronym. Thank you. I would use an acronym, like a very trolly acronym. And I just love the idea of designing a knife that's bathing in irony. I think that would be really funny. These are all great ideas. Can I baton multiple logs from the petrified forest? Oh, well, that, yeah, in that case, it would probably be fragile. It's like, you know, any pocket knife that's capable of that, you're already so far into the territory of you should use a fixed blade. It's like, why? Like, why force that roll? And Cold Steel figured out the why. And do you want to know what the why is? The why is because there is a market for it. That's the genius. That's why I always joke about, I love Cold Steel knives, so that's why I always joke about it. You're already in the territory of you're just making it less convenient for yourself. But there are so many people who just want their folding knife to be that durable. You know, whether they're aware of how ridiculous it is or not. So Cold Steel says, we'll go for that market. And smart move, you know? It kind of reminds me of like and nothing against people who go to Planet Fitness. I'm not making fun of anybody. But Planet Fitness's marketing is genius. It's genius. Are you tired of going to gyms where everyone's a big, stupid hunk of meatloaf getting in your face and going, oh, oh? Well, then come on down to Planet Fitness where we've got 100,000 treadmills and a luck alarm in case somebody bothers you or hurts your feelings. Nobody does that in a gym. Nobody's that much of an asshole in the gym. But Planet Fitness they knew they were like, this is how people feel in their heads. So we can market, we can cater to that. Even if it's not a reality, we can cater to it and people will go here, and it worked out. If you've been to like a typical meathead gym, the truth is the vast majority of people just mind their own business. In fact, most people are pretty helpful. They're definitely not out to intimidate you, but Planet Fitness got in people's heads. People are like, yeah, even though I haven't been to a gym in 7 years, that sounds accurate. Like, that's just not, like, it's not accurate at all. You can use this tattletale button if you feel like someone's being mean to you psychologically from across the room without any legitimate physical interaction. I do too. I like the atmosphere of a meathead gym, and I mean, it's very rare. I think maybe one time in my life I've met someone who has that legitimate personality. But even then, it's still like a fraction of of what the thought process is. Who won? Nobody's won yet. Everybody's just sitting here listening to me talk about whatever I feel like talking about. Hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah, it was 156 out of stock on Blade HQ. On Amazon, it's currently unavailable. Atlantic Knife has it for... That's all sold out. Yeah, if they've bumped the price, I will call them out on that in a review. I don't like that. Oh, everybody's out? Except for our website? Okay, $50 more. I don't like that. That kind of sucks. But when it was 156, which was literally a few weeks ago, yeah, it was a great deal. But that's poopy. Come on. I haven't reviewed that one yet, so I'll point that out when I review it. Show us Charizard. You know what? So my daughter pulled a rare. Let me go get it. My daughter pulled a super rare Charizard card the other day. I'll show it off. Be right back. It's literally out here. So she pulled this card, and we immediately, they've got a special way that they pull these, because I said if they're graded, they're worth a lot of money. So we immediately put that in a hard case, but she pulled that one from a pack, and they go on, I know because I have this in PSA 10, they go for about $100 on eBay. So it's a proud dad moment there. I got to put that back. I had to go to a room to get it. All right. Yeah, she was pumped. She was super excited. They had a couple Obsidian Flames packs, and I said there's like 2 cards in here that are, pretty rare, but I was like, it's unlikely you'll get them. The Wizard. No, here let's show that one. I gotta put the gloves on specifically to keep fingerprints off of it, not because it's delicate. You gotta tell that to people. But this Artisan Cutlery Wizard, God, true mirror polished S90V mirror polished, and mirror polished titanium Damascus all the way around, Absolutely gorgeous. Just trying to not... There we go. Don't want fingerprints on there. Yeah, I think plenty of people will like the other one better. This is the Timascus. They also are going to do like even plainer versions of it, but this is a sand polished one with Timascus inlays. This will cost way less. But it's a really nice knife. Very well designed knife, for sure. I want to say the Timascus one runs around 700. The mirror polished S90V in Timascus is like 700, which, considering the materials, I'm not necessarily upset about. Maybe even less. But the other variants are much more reasonable. Fingerprint magnet for sure. That's the nice thing about fingerprints, though. You can just wipe them off. I also bought a new watch. I've been lusting over this for a while. A lot of you guys know I own a Tudor Pelagos, and I love that knife, or that watch. I also bought an Omega Seamaster thinking that I would fall in love with it forever. And it is a very, very nice watch. But it wasn't for me. So I ended up selling that to a patron I ended up taking a big bath on that one. But a patron got that from me, just barely worn, for a little more than half of what they normally go for brand new. But I turned around and bought the other watch that I was considering buying at the time, which was the Seiko LX or the SNR 029. And this, I know people are going to make fun of me. You bought a Seiko in place of your Omega. This is a spring drive. This is an all titanium. I just call it the Seiko LX. Big old chunky boy. But the retail on these are $6. I got this for just under $4, brand new on Chrono 24. I think it was like $37.50 or $38.50. After taxes, it was more, but I love this. And I didn't realize that the spring drive was one of the most accurate, if not the most accurate, movement on Earth. Plus or minus 15 per month. Plus or minus roughly half a second a day. This thing is awesome. I love this watch. Absolutely one of my favorites ever. The Pokemon cards are underrated. I agree. I love that. And my kids and I, we have a system. I've taught them how to open the packs, how to hold them. Don't slide them off of each other. Don't bend them. Don't do, I said the vast majority of your friends, they're going to bring their cards to school and they're going to have crap all over them. They're going to have colored on them with crown. They're going to have like spit and gummy bears and crap all over them. And their cards are all worthless. But your cards are going to be in good shape because we're going to do this together. I bought those magnetic card cases and sleeves, and we always put them, when we get a rare one, we put them in the sleeves, we put them in the hard cases, and so you don't take these out, you don't touch them. Someday we'll submit them all and get them PSA graded, and then you can keep them forever. Maybe down the road they're worth a little more, whatever. But all the stuff that I did as a kid that I noticed that my friends weren't doing. The vast majority of kids when in the 90s and the 2000s weren't taking care of that stuff. So good condition cards that are worth a lot of money are extremely rare. Protect the cards. There's a way to do it. If you open card packs of any type, I guarantee you have your own system. But you can't slide them. You can't slide them. That scratches them up. I learned all about the spring drive. I didn't really know much about it, but the motivation to learn about it was the Seiko LX. I know they put them in the Grand Seikos, but I'm just not interested in the Grand Seikos. Iron Butter Knife says those cards might make a great sound on bicycle spokes. Yeah, we do that with the common cards, but you can't do that with the rare ones. That's like throwing money out the window. The full dress bow, I know. Pogs are making a comeback? Man, I had so many friends that had those. That's cool. Omega fanboy. I liked the Omega a lot. And I would take it off and look at it and I would admire it. And I said, man, this is a beautiful watch. It's beautiful. But it's not my style. I talked with Nick about this. Nick Shabazz. I said I love this. It's so cool, but I don't love wearing it. It's just not me. Kinetic is not the same thing as spring drive. I wouldn't be the person to ask. Danny is apparently answering somebody else's question. I wouldn't be the person to ask because I'm still a watch noob. You almost got a Grand Seiko, but I bought a Staccato. See, I don't know what that is. Almost 2 years. What's up, Goku? A Pog is, I mean, it's like anything else. Like, people will crap on hobbies that they didn't enjoy. It's no different than any other hobby, right? You can collect anything. But yeah, they're like little discs that have different images and there's like different versions. And like you slam them and I didn't really know, but I thought they were cool. Like my friends would bring them and I was like, I want that. I didn't even really understand what it was. Just woke up from a late night after work nap. Sleeping 3 hours a day isn't ideal. Yeah, who knew? Any information on quantity or anything else for ultra versions of Excalibur materials, etc.? As far as the ultra version, I have no idea. It will be insanely limited. If we do an ultra, like a god tier Excalibur, I doubt we'd make more than 10. I mean, I will get one. I will get a version of that for myself. But I doubt we would make more than 10. But there'll still be some in-between spicy stuff. Sergio's interested in doing Damasteel versions as well. The orange and black Seiko monsters, yeah, they're really cool. I have a Seiko monster, just not that version. Thoughts on the Aurelia? It's amazing. This is an absolutely beautiful knife, and there is no way, like on camera, I'm looking at it right now. It looks so plain and just nothing on camera. This is a spectacular knife. I love this design. It is really, really good and very well designed. Oozing quality. Thanks to you, I've fallen down the Migron rabbit hole. They're really nice. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I like Migron knives too. I'm about 30,000 into knives. Please don't get me started on watches. Don't get into watches. As the great Nick Shabazz says. Show the Arma too. It's a great. If you like overbuilt knives, but you don't want to pay an arm and a leg for them. An Arma and a leg. Oh my god. Yeah, these are really cool. Don't love the detent ramp. It's a little double clutchy, but it works. It's nice. Big old thick blade. Thunderous knife. Polycarbonate scales on the Vision. Is plexiglass the same thing? I don't know. Yeah. The skiff? Yeah, that's what that is. Lexan, same thing. Beg. I don't think there are any begs out on the table. This is a TF4 from Francois Dutoy. No begs. Ware and Boker collab, not much of a Boker fan, but I do like Ware. It's called the Boker Plus Max. Also, have you ever had an Unkovsky custom? No, I haven't. It's interesting, though. I'll look that up. Thank you, Derek. It's over 4,700 when you bought it. I changed my order with Dalibor at the last second. He gave me a size comparison. He said, before I start here, are you 100% sure you want the Leo? And he gave me a size comparison of everything. And I switched it to the unnamed. It is going to be a giant knife. A giant, overbuilt, ultra custom. Oh my gosh, it's going to be ridiculous. Got your Herman pen today. That's cool. Nice. The Demco is, no, it's the 8020i. So it's the full-size one where the blade is ground in Italy. 20 CV at 60, he either told me 60 or 61, which is pretty good for an Italian blade. But this is the one that when I want to carry a full-size Demco, this is the one I carry and use. And it's been great. No, it's not that big. It's big though. Like it's absolutely ridiculous. I can't even. I don't even want to try to describe it. Whatever you're imagining in your head is coming from Dalibor. It's 10 times more ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I'm so pumped. I don't know if you've watched food YouTube, but Max the Meat Guy just got a $50,000 custom knife. Holy crap, I'll have to check that out. Is the Heretic Medusa the same thing as a Stitch, just with a frame lock? No, it's different. Definitely, it definitely feels a lot different than the Stitch, but I can understand why you would think that they were similar. Snake scales on the khaki one. It's titanium that's been anodized bronze. It's coming off way more bronze on camera. It's almost a silvery bronze. That's the Reich Thor 7 from directly below the link sign there, which we all found out. Somebody pointed out they were $156 like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and now they're just magically over $200, which I'll tell you right now is not worth it. At 150, 155, whatever, yeah, it's a super cool knife. But $50 out of nowhere, whoa. You're a wanted criminal in Detroit. Cool. Thanks for telling us. Waiting for my RMJ Tactical Gladius. That sounds cool. Everyone in Detroit is. Oh, man. The Migron again? No, I haven't seen that. I'll have to check that out. Is there a way to make a regular XM18 tie scale work on a skinny? I can't find skinny scales. No, you don't do that. It won't work on a skinny. Jonathan, I'm so sorry. Is it Jasic? I'm sorry. I'm mispronouncing your name. JEJEDC. Thanks for your donation. Recommended a frame lock for a person that has a hard time pinching the frame while opening. Best frame lock I've used was the smaller McNeese 3. Too expensive. Okay. If it works for them, then that was the right one. I've purchased Spyderco's, a Devo, and 3 Benchmates in the last month. My obsession started with this channel. You're welcome? I'm a wanted criminal on Alpha Centauri. Jeez. Oh my gosh. I gotta dump a little bit of my frustration on you guys with Elden Ring. If you play Elden Ring, you're gonna enjoy this. If you don't play Elden Ring, well, sorry. I have almost completely beaten everything in the DLC. I'm on New Game Plus. My character's level 235 as of tonight. I have beaten that entire game with Moonveil and the Carrion Scepter, or can't remember which scepter, was a magic and katana Moonveil build. And that build destroyed everything. But I cannot beat Radon with it. I cannot. I died 15 times in a row to the final freaking boss today. After dying 20 times the other day, I can't beat him. So I've changed my build to a lightning build. I'm doing the Death Knight set, the Death Knight twin axes, and the long axe. I'm trying them both. And I've got a bunch of lightning incantations, and I can get him a little bit closer to death. I get him to 40% in that second phase, and he just beats the shit out of me. I cannot beat him. I can't. That boss is ridiculous. I have not screamed at a TV in so long, but I screamed today. I screamed like a child. Keep trying. You guys are going to tell me to get good, huh? Get good, there it is. I'm trying. I thought I was good. I'm on like 16 skidoo fragments or whatever. 16 ranks of that, and I still can't. I cannot beat Radon. I'm Faith Dex. Trying my heart out. My lightning build I thought was God, man. I can kill anything else with it. I started fighting him without the summon. And I was like, no way, I gotta do the Mimic summon. I summoned my Mimic, and he pounded that little idiot into dust in like 3 seconds, and I was like, well, that was a waste. The summon doesn't even matter. So I'm thinking maybe I summon him, maybe I try and fight him down in the first phase and then summon for round 2 or phase 2. I can't do it. I don't mind using summons. I'm just trying, any way that I can beat him, I'll try. I can't do it. Closing on 6,000 subscribers. That's awesome. Congrats. Super excited, but I bought a skiff-made Blades Fugitive, and it arrived today. Awesome. I also received my Bird Blades Tick, which is amazing within Skiff Cage. Yes, it is. I'm glad you like that. Thank you very much for that incredibly generous donation. I appreciate that. Throw spaghetti in. One of the deaths, I was so mad. Like, one of my best runs, I had left a fire pot in my inventory, like my quick inventory. And when I tried to use a potion, I threw a fire pot at him, and he killed me. That was my best run. And I was so sweaty and panicky, and there was a fire pot in there, and I didn't scroll past it, so I threw this absolutely pathetic little firebomb, and he completely absorbed it and just pounded me like 6 feet into the ground. No roll, no movement whatsoever. I just stood there. My character stood there with his thumb in his ass and got destroyed. I found getting a lot of poise and a big shield and poking him worked good. Okay, well, I'm also using that dragon lightning spear thing. I suppose I could throw a shield on and try that. What's a knife collab you want to see? Demco and Winter Blade Co. Oh, or Snex and Winter Blade, or Winter Blade and Sharp by Design. Winter Blade and anybody. Does anyone not want to see a Winter Blade and literally anything else? Like, Winter Blade on his own is already like he's ascended, right? I mean, he essentially exists in the 5th dimension compared to an anthill. It's like he's so far ahead of everybody. I would love to see Brian collab with anybody. I mean, but he doesn't have to. Hawk and almost said Hawk Tua. Hawk and Winterblade would be amazing. But I don't know that we'll see any of those amazing dream collabs. I'd love to see more things in general with the Kickstop Flipper. I think that'd be great. Winterblade and Gerber. I mean, Winterblade could touch any company and make it instantly better. He's an actual wizard from the future. I'm starting to think he might be. I'm starting to think that he is just like screwing around with a time machine. It's just some guy who's like, wouldn't that be funny if I went back in the past and like showed all these cavemen like fire, you know? And all of us are like, oh, just not knowing how to comprehend what he's brought back. Hawking to you. That can't be the first time that joke's been made. A Hawk and Tuya collab would be the... Oh my god. Oh, that's a perfect lie. There's no way that's the first time that joke has ever been made. Man, if it was closer to April Fool's, wouldn't that be the best? Oh man. A legitimate collaboration that I could see happening that I think would make everybody happy would be Winterblade and Kunwu. I don't know that Kunwu is going to be able to manufacture what... I don't know. I mean, I know that they're like experimenting with a bunch of things. I mean, for example, my integral is the first time they've tackled an integral, and they did a great job with it. But we'll see. Maybe they can. You know, I could see that happening. Yeah, a Hawk and Tuya collab, it doesn't even matter what it was. People would buy it for the meme. You did not miss the giveaway. Nobody missed the giveaway. Still here. Where are we at? We're at 50. Man, we're not even an hour. I'm out of energy drink. That's all right. I only need one. We will be drawing fairly soon, though. Man, there's 1,300 people in here. You guys are awesome. Let's take a moment to talk about Patreon. What does Metal Complex do on Patreon? I will tell you. Thank you for asking. I know you guys have been asking the whole time during the live stream, and I've just been ignoring you. You know what? Enough's enough. I've kept you waiting enough. It's time to talk about it. Patreon benefits include once a week Patreon exclusive content where you get updates and behind the scenes information. You'll also get once a month private giveaways. The last winner won an Olone Goats, just like this, but with blue scale. You'll also gain access to my private Discord. You'll gain access to private Patreon chat and buy, sell, trade. Community events. There's literally a whole community there now. You'll also gain access to private knife sales where I sell my stuff for usually about 50% off. A lot of times it's brand new knives, so it's a good way to get your hands on a knife. And all for the low price of $1 a month. You can choose a higher tier if you want, but I have a $1 tier. That's the tier that I would recommend. An enormous amount of benefits there. There's also usually really major private giveaways when... oh, the lights are flickering. Is the power going out? Sure hope not. Did you see that? That was weird. When we do like milestone events, Patreon gets their own special stuff there. So there's a lot that goes on Patreon, a lot of really great stuff. You can join if you want to. The link is at the top of chat. But if not, tonight's giveaway is free, as is all my content on YouTube. Is my display surface MB text? I honestly don't know. I need to replace it. This part right here, I sliced it on accident. But I've got another roll of it. I just need to like lay it out because this is old. This background has been here for like almost 2 years. Is there weather happening? Are we in? I don't know. I haven't looked at the radar for a while. I have no idea. Most of my patrons seem pretty happy, so I'm glad that that's the case. My internet just is like suffering right now, so maybe I hope the power doesn't go out. Quality dropped to 144. We're gonna force that back up. I don't watch anything in 144. There we go. I am in a I'm in my basement, and I have a solid concrete foundation. A tornado could hit right now, and I might not notice it. Have I ever had a... I've seen many tornadoes. Oh my gosh. Zeph, thank you very much. Hey, I'm seeing if you ever had a Brian Efros custom. I've heard of Brian Efros, but I have not had a custom. And if so, what are your thoughts on them? Me personally, I'm in love with my Hustle Heavy with Dark Tie in my card. I'll have to check that out. I have not handled wrong. I have heard of Brian Efros or Efros. Probably not pronouncing his name correctly. But yeah, I'll have to check him out. Bradford Mitchell, thanks for your donation. Did you see the Atlanta Blade show video by Grimsmo? There's a moment where John Grimsmo, Sergei Shirogorov, and Dmitry Sinkovich are talking shop. That's awesome. Really? I'll have to check that out. That's cool. It's on the subject of tornadoes. It's very rare that a tornado hits the town I'm in, and that's because it's in a bowl. We're in like a depression in the ground, so as storms approach, they usually get broken up. There has not been a tornado inside city limits where I live in 56 years, but we just had one this summer just outside of city limits. I mean, it happens. We're pretty well protected. Is the Vision FG 14T28N? No, it's Nitro V. The movie Twister hits different. It's like a household classic for everybody in Kansas. And everybody in Kansas likes to pick that movie apart because most of it's ridiculous. But, I mean, I feel like you don't have to live in Kansas to know that that movie's ridiculous. Especially the scene where they anchor themselves to the pipe. I doubt anyone's wondering, but if you are wondering, could you survive that way? And the answer is no. That would have literally ripped them to pieces. It's impossible to survive that way. They would have been turned to meat confetti. Well, not. They would be dead immediately. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to breathe, but they wouldn't have had lungs. They would have been obliterated by the debris in the air. I've lived in Kansas my whole life. 37 years. The implication is that that tornado was like a hyper powerful F5. So 250 to 300 mile an hour winds. You're not gonna live. Are you guys making like terrible Kansas jokes? Is there no place like home? I mean, yeah. And my dog's name is Toto, and I tap my heels 3 times when I like want to go home. When I'm like, I tap my ruby slippers together. And there's always a witch there's always a witch bothering with me and casting spells and shit at me and sending her monkeys after me. And I'm like, damn it, lady, I'm just trying to get the mail. That's what it's like to live in Kansas, so don't move here. If the guy says, I'm from Kansas, people ask me if I ride horses, and he's so true. People think that we like all wear cowboy boots and we still have like covered wagons and like we go down and like trade at the general goods store and our roads are just like dirt and dust. Like it's the same here as it is in other places. It's just a lot more open space. There are people here who ride horses, sure. Oklahoma has worse weather, I would argue. Oklahoma, I think, probably has they're in the nastiest part of Tornado Alley. The most destructive storms I've ever heard of are usually not Kansas. It's usually, I mean, we've had our fair share. We're definitely up there in the record books, but Oklahoma definitely gets the worst of it, especially the tornadoes. The Moore, Oklahoma, that was, if you've never Googled that event, that was pretty devastating. How's the action on the Wii Tour? I think it's great. Beautiful. Dalibor Bergam. What time is it? Man, time is moving actually kind of slow tonight. I'm enjoying this. Oklahoma has tons, yeah, absolutely. Brown middle top. That's my newer Olone goat with the gold shred carbon fiber and the bronze scales. Really like this one. Actually, still, this one is super tight. Still breaking in. That runs on phosphor bronze washers, though. There is a giveaway soon. The Xenia tornado. We did the tornado facts the other night, and everybody brought up all like the world's most devastating tornadoes, and they are. Anybody who's never looked them up, I promise you, you are not aware that some of these tornadoes occurred. The nightmare fuel tornadoes. That is true. People in Kansas will definitely carry firearms open, and nobody really. It's not a big deal to see somebody carrying a gun in a holster. Like you see that. Nobody freaks out because everybody's used to it. I live in a part of Kansas where gun violence is essentially non-existent. I remember a few years ago somebody fired a gun at a bar, and it was like headline, like the entire town knew about it because it just doesn't happen. Like someone discharged a firearm at a bar, and it was like, what? That just doesn't happen. In Wisconsin, all we have is beer and cheese. Sounds like a nice place. Safest place to be is a gun show. I kind of feel like there's truth in that. You're moving to Kansas? Not all places in Kansas are as safe. I mean, like, if you're, like Kansas City, definitely not. Nice place to go, but, depending on which part. Wichita, also not necessarily the safest place. But the more west you get, yeah, it's pretty safe. There's not a lot to do, but it's pretty safe. You can go hunting and fishing and carry whatever kind of knives you want. People pretty much leave you alone. Most people are pretty polite. We have absolutely insane weather. If you don't like unbearably hot summers and absolutely blizzard condition winters, then don't move here. Wind. You have 5 tornadoes in Cleveland, Ohio? That's wild. You like trees too much? Yeah, we don't have a lot of trees. Not compared to other places. Very low tree population. The drawing did not happen, but you know what? I think we're actually going to do it slightly early because I got to get them all out. Give me a sec here. Because I want to put some. I'll show the arch nemesis real quick. There she is. That's the crown, one of the crown jewels. Some of these I'm putting away just because of the value. The skiff. I mean value, but also like from this particular case. And then some of these other ones are not like in case they're like boxes. Cases are buried. But I want to move these because I want to show you guys what prizes are being given away tonight. The prize, what is this? I wrapped my door key up in a cloth. I don't know why I did that. But God, that music is insane. I've got 9 knives as part of this. So this group of stuff is some budget knives, some mid-range stuff, and then a couple of premium knives in there as well, and then one other item, which I'll showcase here in a sec. But the winner tonight will be getting the entire lot. Last week's winner just had their stuff shipped off. I was a little late. It was on Monday. Yeah, if you win tonight, if your name is drawn, you are taking home everything. So this is your last chance to enter. There's 1,500 people in here right now. How to enter? There's a link in the description. Simply open the description to the live stream. Click on the link that says enter here, live participation required. Short video going over the rules, but it's pretty straightforward. Just leave a comment. Make sure you have a USA address. Remember, if you live outside the USA, you can still enter, so you can still win. But the first person I ship to has to have a US address, and then they can work out how to ship it to you. Friend, family member, somebody from the knife community who you trust. That's all you gotta do. How's Shabazz doing? He's doing great as far as I know. I just talked to him when I bought this watch. I was asking him about the spring drive, or talking with him about the spring drive, but yeah, he seems to be doing fine. He's just, he's busy with work. You're all winners. Even if you lose tonight, you're all winners. In my book, you're all special. You're all special babies. All right, you've had enough time to enter. Let's go ahead and take a look at everything that's going to be given away tonight. What should we start with? Let's start with this one. So this is the Kaiser helmet, I guess. Sorry, I ripped the box. So the first knife in the group here, it's kind of a blue jeans micarta. Oh, it says Assassin. I have the wrong box here. Well, you're winning the Kaiser Assassin. Sorry about that. Nitro V. It does come with Omega Springs and the extra hardware. I just put it in the wrong box, so I'll find the right one. So that'll be up tonight. Put that one right there. Here's the extra thing. It's the Ace Beam Terminator M2 EDC flashlight. I'm not going to get it all the way out, but this came in the Going Gear package. I don't know the output on this, and I also don't know the cost on it, but you will be winning the Ace Beam, and it comes with the charger and everything like that, so that'll be yours. We also have a nice QSP here. This is the one that I did not think I was going to like, and I ended up really liking it. Crossbar lock and 14C28N. 5,000 lumens on that flashlight. Okay. I can't remember the name of this one. Does it say? Yeah. Here we go. The Vault. 14C28N. Really, really nice. Really great EDC profile. And you have the little sliders instead of the typical studs for the crossbar lock. This is a really, really nice knife. Micarta. Great pocket clip. All that. Fully ambidextrous pocket clip. So lefties, rejoice. Very cool in there. I think those are like 80. Something like that. What do we got next? We got a little Civivi here. Oh, no. This is the Sencut Hyrax in 9CR 18MOV. And then you have the green and white G10. Another great EDC kind of beater. I think these are like $40, something like that. So that one will be right there. I want to leave them out so you guys can see. I just realized I don't have the iPad. I got to run upstairs and get it. We have a really inexpensive one. I'm doing the inexpensive stuff first. This is a War Spear. And this is the other flipper. They gave me 2 of these. It's got double clutch, but these are like $30, and they're honestly really nice. Even if you don't win tonight and you just want like a decent pocket knife, you can get these D2 and G10 War Spears on Amazon for $30. I don't know the heat treat, and honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if they're a bit low. But I mean, at $30, a beater knife, it's hard to argue. Next up, oh, you guys will like this one. The Ironfly YOLO. Somebody's going to win the Ironfly YOLO tonight, which I really, really enjoyed. This one got an incredibly positive review from me. Really nice ergonomic profile, button lock. You got that big opening hole there. Very cool. If you don't know, Ironfly is like a budget brand of Kunwu. So the Iron Fly will be in there. And I think next up we have a fun one here. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we got one other one before I do the fun budget one. This one is a CJRB Prado with AR. So it's a big crossbar lock in the wood scales and AR RPM 9. This is one of my favorite budget knives ever because it's a lot like what I want the bug out to be. It's just way bigger and way more robust feeling and just a better feeling knife all the way around. Really, really cool. So the Prado will be in there. That's it for the boring, less expensive stuff. I do have something interesting that's still kind of on the budget end, and this is the Typhoeus, the Civivi Typhoeus in 14C28N. I've had this for a long time, but this is the morphing like push dagger knife. Now it doesn't lock, so don't go punching stuff with this. You'll break your finger, but it is really cool. It's a fun knife, right? And in the open position, obviously there's no lock in the open position, but it's fun. This is the Civivi version of the Wii titanium version. Same thing, it's just with less expensive materials. Just a fun knife, right? So that one will be there. And then as far as the premium stuff goes, we have a Kubi. It's the KB249B M390 in titanium. Sorry, a couple layers here. I thought this one was a really cool one when I unboxed it. But yeah, you have a compound tanto, frag textured titanium, blue ano. Really nice titanium frame lock, M390. I want to say these go for just shy of 200. So that one will be in there. We're going to kind of cover up the ace beam, sorry. And then the last knife is a Remetz. What do we have here? The, I keep forgetting the RT. This is the one that has the button operated. It's the one that's named after the bird. But it has the button operated lock. Or the pivot operated button lock here. And then slots for tritium and stuff. And we have the flaming and the bronze there. Really, really cool. I think these are also a little over 200. Peregrine Falcon, that's what it is right there. It's also a nested lock in the titanium, which I also thought was extremely cool. It's just a really, really neat knife. And especially with the fact that it operates via the pivot. So, the winner gets all of this. Put that. Where can we put this where it's still there? There we go. Okay. Now you guys need to sit tight, and I got to go get the iPad. I got to move everything else off camera because I don't want anybody getting confused. Everything that is... Sorry. There's other stuff still sitting here. Everything that is obviously on camera is being given away. So the 9 knives, and then there's a flashlight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 knives, and the flashlight underneath. We can move the Kubi over here. Okay, let me get the iPad. I'll be right back. And then we'll draw. Okay. Let me get that link. All right, here we go. We're going to refresh the page so everybody knows it's a fresh page. We're going to scroll down. Whoops. We're going to paste the link right here. There's the link. Everybody can get a good look at it. Same link you entered under. Filter duplicate users is on. We're going to get YouTube comments. I'm just going to lay this down right here. Probably quite a few. There's 1,600 of you in here, at least. We're going to keep doing these collection giveaways because, like I said, I have this huge box of stuff that just keeps getting refilled. And since I didn't do a live stream last I probably got 12 or 15 more knives. So we got to keep doing this until I have given away all this stuff. So if even if you don't win tonight, we'll do it again next week. I promise you. 1,760 unique comments. The winner of this small knife collection tonight is DMERZ84. You demand, thank you. We're looking for a purple D in chat. Gotta find him or we redraw. Purple D! Purple D! Where are you at? Let's find him. No, not that purple D. Oh, is he here? Hold on. Yeah, there he is right there. Awesome. Congratulations. He's here. All right. DMERZ84. Congratulations. Please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your actual first and last name, your shipping information, and you don't have to tell me what you won because it's all here. Please do not email me if you're not this person. It's a really easy way for me to confirm the winner. So only this person who won, please email me. I will confirm with you. If I don't confirm with you tonight, don't worry. I might not even email you back all the way up until Friday of next week, and that's because that's when I do my shipping. So don't panic. You'll get your stuff, but on Friday of next week at the very latest, you'll get a confirmation email from me, and you'll also get your tracking information for all of this stuff. So, congratulations. This is all yours. Whoo, boy. What if they just want to talk? I mean, I get a bajillion emails, so I try to answer people back, but it's... Let me just say there's a lot of people who email me who just want to talk. And that's fine. I think that's cool. I try to chat with people here and there, but I can't... Like, now that everybody knows my email address, like, tonight, I'll have to dig through 50 or 60 emails from people and then find the winner, you know? So I try to answer questions here or there, but like don't take it personally if I don't respond back to you. It's hard, you know? The release date for Excalibur, the pre-order will be happening very soon, and I promise I will make sure everybody knows. What are my thoughts on balisongs and butterfly knives? So I think the people who can do like the tricks and things with them, I think that stuff is really cool. I don't necessarily love the look, like personally, I don't love the look of butterfly knives, and I can't do that stuff, and I also find them really inconvenient because I am so unathletic with them. So personally, they're not super appealing to me, but I obviously don't have a problem with anybody else who likes them, and I know that they can be just as high quality as any of the knives that I've looked at. I just don't personally love them. I've never reviewed a butterfly knife on this channel, because that would be hard to do. Start reviewing Zippo lighters? I wouldn't really know how to do that. You know, like they all kind of do the same. I guess you could say that about pocket knives. All pocket knives cut. I don't know anything about Zippo lighters, you know? I've been sitting here trying to understand this person's joke. It was called a jumpaline until your mom got on it. That's really funny. I was like, what? I was like, why would it be called a jumpaline? It's called a trampoline. And then I put it together. That's funny. But I don't smoke. I don't smoke at all, so I don't know. Yeah, I feel like most of my audience would prefer that I stick with. Most of my viewers don't even like it when I talk about watches. Most of you guys definitely don't like it when I talk about Pokemon cards or anything else. Most of you, and I mean like 99% of you, want me to talk about knives. My wife is determined to force me to do the Hot Ones challenge live when I hit 1 million subscribers. She loves the idea of me being tortured with spicy food in front of thousands of people. And I keep telling her that I don't know that that would be fun for anybody, but I feel like she's going to get her way. So there's a chance that I will, just for your entertainment, alongside giving away knives, and I'll probably have to have help with it because my brain's not going to work. But she wants me to do the Hot Ones challenge, so... Hot Ones and energy drinks? Oh my god. That just sounds terrible. My heart's already going to be racing from the spicy food. You want me to drink caffeine on top of it? I'll be, like, everything that I say will be unintelligible. Like, I won't be able to talk. Sure, it would be hilarious. Some of you were probably there for if you want to watch my wife trick me into drinking a tequila shot. So, when I hit 4,000 subscribers... We did a live stream, 4 or 5. Me and my wife did a live stream together. You can still go back and find this. It's a picture of me and my wife in the thumbnail. But you guys, like, I did something where I was like, yeah, if we somebody who donated, like, said take a shot of Tabasco, which I thought, no big deal, it's Tabasco. Like, yeah, no problem, I can take that. That was actually really intense. A shot of Tabasco was nuts. And I said, please, can you go get me water? I told my wife, I was like, please, like, this is actually a lot hotter than I thought it was going to be. And she went upstairs and got me a shot of tequila, knowing that as soon as she came back downstairs that I would immediately drink it because I wanted water. She gave me a freaking shot of tequila. And that happened live in the middle of the live stream. It was awful. Review Elden Ring weapons? That actually would be a really funny video. Full 20-minute review while I'm eating wings. I like the idea of trying to review a pocket knife while being tortured by spicy food. I think that would actually be kind of funny. My wife is awesome. Yeah, she is awesome, but if she has an opportunity to play a joke, then she'll take it. The Aurelia. Yeah, the Manganese Aurelia is awesome. Mangana Steel. Link the video? Okay, yeah, I'll find it. Hold on. God dang it, this stupid menu, go away. God, I've done 221 live streams? Holy crap. Hold on, let me go back. Gotta go way back. There it is. Oh, it's back when I had my, you guys called it my Amish beard. Because I was growing out a beard, but I didn't want to, I didn't want to grow a mustache. There it is. I bet you I could find... I'll find the exact moment that she did that to me. Okay, the timestamp for the shot itself is just past the 49-minute mark. It's like 49:15 is when I took it, and then she runs upstairs and gets me a shot of tequila. Yeah, I was a lot heavier then too. I was a lot heavier. I was probably 20 pounds heavier then. Oh, my Benchmade hat. I lost that in the lake. Yeah, I was like panicking and like spitting up. That was painful. That was back in the other room. Yeah, that was 3 years ago. Can you check out the production Heretic Nix OTF? Also, Ansbach the Theolier can both be summoned in front of Radon's boss door. What? Really? I didn't know that. I was in there trying to fight him on my own. I'm going to do that immediately. I'm going to do that right after this live stream. I don't care about get good. I just want to beat that asshole. There she is with the shot. Oh my gosh. Look at the look on her face. She even looks right at the camera. Oh, she got me pickle juice. Oh, we did the shot of pickle juice, and then we did the tequila. I'm sorry. I showed the... Okay. No, the moment I take the shot is 55:21. Yeah, 55:21 is when I take the shot. She gave me pickle juice to shoot it, or to chase it. I'm watching it right now. And I immediately panicked. 55:21 is where that happened. And then she goes upstairs and gets the yeah, I like walked away from the sheet because I couldn't handle it. And then here she comes back with the shot. I'm watching it for myself. 58 something. Yeah, she immediately gave me tequila and then gave me milk afterwards. God, awful. She thought she was so funny. Oh my gosh, the look on her face. All right, guys, this was a fun one. I have 2 weeks left of this cut. I don't miss drinking beers as much as I thought I would. But yeah, we'll be back next week to do this again. This was fun. Thank you to everybody. Oh wait, I got to give away memberships. I bet I got some free ones too. Yes, I have 10. Oh no, I've gifted all 10 of them. Okay, so let me I'll give 20 memberships away real quick. There you go. 20 memberships from me. Congrats to the people who won those. All right, guys. Time for me to go. I gotta go. I got a score to settle with Radon. That dirty bitch. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Congrats again to the winner. We'll do this again next week with 9 or 10 more random fun prizes. Hope you all have an excellent rest of your evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.